Creating an accurate sketch is one of the most important parts of making a realistic drawing. You could have the most amazing shading or be brilliant at selecting colours, but if your sketch is wrong, your drawing is never going to look right. I want to show you today the method that I use to create my sketches, and hopefully it will make creating an accurate sketch seem much simpler. So I'm going to show you my method by creating the sketch for this ice cream sundae. This is such a fun drawing, but as I say, it's so important to get the initial sketch right. Now, for all the sketches that I create, I use something called the grid method. This is where I draw a grid on my drawing paper and I add a grid to my reference photo, and I only draw what's in each individual square. What this does is stops me from making various assumptions on what I think the sketch outline should be, and enables me to look at the reference photo as just a series of shapes. So I'll show you in a bit more detail exactly what that looks like. Now, before I do this, do note that I'm pressing reasonably hard with the pencil. I'm making some quite thick lines. That is literally so that you can see it clearly on the camera. In reality, I want to be pressing really, really lightly. I want to be making some nice and light lines, specifically because I don't want them to be showing through at the end of the drawing. So that's just something to take note. So you can see here that I've added the grid to my reference photo. I want to count those squares and work out what size my grid needs to be on my drawing paper, and then I can work one square at a time. So generally speaking, I like starting at the top left and working generally towards the bottom right. So I'm going to start off by looking at this square here. And what I particularly want to do is look at where the outline is passing through the edges of the squares. So here, this section is a little bit lower than that top right corner, and here it's nearly halfway, maybe slightly over towards the right. So I can mark this line here, and then join them together. So I can count out to make sure that I am starting in that correct square, and then you can see me mark the edge, so just slightly to the right of halfway, and right just under that top corner, and then all I need to do is join these two sections together with a nice curved line, roughly what I can see on the reference photo. Then I can move on to the next square. So let's look at this square here, for example. We've got a few extra shapes here. So I can already see where this area is crossing through the edge. It's just slightly over from that left-hand corner. There's also the strawberry that I can see curving around here. This is maybe a quarter, I would say, of the way over from the right, and this is maybe a quarter, slightly over a quarter up. I can mark in this edge here, curve it around, and I can also see where I think this edge needs to be, where the ice cream is meeting the strawberry here. I see it's about slightly to the right of where the strawberry here is meeting the edge, so about here, and just under halfway down. So I can mark in these key edge pieces and then add in the curves joining them together, and that is essentially what I'm going to do for each and every square. Now, as I mentioned, I generally like working from the top to the bottom and also generally from the left to the right. I just think it helps to work in a reasonably methodical way while doing this. The goal here isn't to get absolutely every shape marked in. What I really want to do is get the main, most obvious shapes marked in, and then that'll give me enough information to then create my drawing. So once I've gone through every single square, I'm happy that I've marked in my whole sketch. What I then want to do is use an eraser to erase all of those grid lines. This is where it's so important to be pressing nice and lightly. I don't want to be pressing as hard as I have done here, because you can see that those grid lines aren't really erasing. Now, I would say that the sketch outlines for this ice cream sundae are reasonably complicated. They're not really complicated, which is why I've not created a massive grid, but it's it's also not tiny. What you can do though is change your grid size depending on how complicated that drawing is. So for something that's a very simple shape like this apple, you can see I've used really big grid lines. And then for something far more complicated like this, I've used a tiny grid, particularly on the face. I do think as a beginner, generally speaking, it's easier to work with a smaller grid. So that is the method that I use to create the sketch outlines for all of my drawings, whether it's my colored pencil, graphite, or watercolor pencil drawings. Honestly, it is so important to really take your time to get that sketch right, and it will make the whole rest of the drawing process much easier and look much more realistic. I hope you found this video helpful. Happy drawing, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.